The syringe wasn't meant for medication. Cindy caught the glint of steel in her peripheral vision. Too fast, too purposeful. And her body reacted before her mind processed the threat. She twisted sideways as the nurse lunged, the needle missing her neck by centimeters and slamming into the forepole instead. "Wrong move," Cindy said, her voice steady despite her racing heart. The woman wasn't a nurse. Not with those calloused knuckles, or the way she shifted her weight like someone trained to fight. The scrubs were perfect, the hospital badge flawless, but her eyes gave her away, flat, professional, empty of anything resembling care. "Dr. Barrett." The fake nurse smiled, recovering quickly. "I apologize. You startled me." "Startled you into attempting to inject me with." Cindy glanced at the syringe still embedded in the forepole. "What? Potassium chloride? Succinylcholine? Something that would stop my heart and look like natural causes." The woman's smile vanished. Her hand moved toward her pocket. Cindy grabbed the nearest thing, a metal bedpan, and swung it hard into the woman's wrist. The crack of bone echoed through Han's ICU room. A gun clattered to the floor. "Security!" Cindy screamed, kicking the weapon under Han's bed. "I need security now." The fake nurse was already running, cradling her broken wrist, disappearing through the door before Cindy could stop her. Han's eyes were wide open, watching from his hospital bed. His hands moved weakly. "How did you know?" "Her shoes," Cindy said, breathing hard. Nurses wear comfortable shoes. Hers were tactical boots, military grade. She pressed the call button repeatedly. "Taewon's faster than I thought." "You're bleeding." Cindy touched her neck. The needle had grazed her skin, a thin line of blood, nothing serious. But it could have been so much worse. "Drop a comment. Has anyone ever tried to kill you at work?" Because Cindy's shift just got deadly. The door burst open. Mr. Park rushed in with 3 security officers, all of them scanning the room with weapons drawn. "Dr. Barrett, what happened?" "Assassination attempt. Female, late 20s, wearing stolen nurse scrubs, armed with a gun and what I assume is a lethal injection." Cindy pointed under the bed. "The gun's under there. She ran toward the west exit about 30 seconds ago." Mr. Park barked orders into his radio while one officer retrieved the weapon. Another examined the syringe still stuck in the forepole. "This is potassium chloride," the officer said, his face grim. "Enough to kill 3 people." Han's hands moved sharply. "Tell them about Taewon." "No." Cindy signed back quickly, then caught herself. She'd just revealed she could sign to security personnel she didn't know. Stupid. Careless. Mr. Park's eyes narrowed. "You know sign language, Dr. Barrett?" "My grandmother was deaf." The lie came easily. Not really a lie, just an incomplete truth. "What matters right now is securing this room. Chairman Han is clearly still a target. We'll station guards outside." "Inside too," Cindy interrupted. 2 officers minimum. No one enters without my direct approval. No nurses, no doctors, no cleaning staff. I'll personally verify every single person." "That's highly irregular. So is someone trying to murder a patient under my care?" Cindy's voice carried the weight of 3 years fighting for her patients in residency. "You want regular protocol? Fine. I'll call the police, the medical board, and every news outlet in Seoul. We'll have this hospital swarming with investigators by morning. Or you can follow my orders and keep this quiet while we figure out who's trying to kill Chairman Han. Your choice." Mr. Park's jaw tightened. He glanced at Han, who nodded once. 2 guards inside, Mr. Park agreed. "But Dr. Barrett, you need protection too. That woman was targeting you, not the chairman." "I know." Cindy's hand unconsciously touched her neck again. "But I'm harder to kill than they think." After security established their posts, Cindy finally allowed herself to sit. Her hands were shaking now, delayed reaction, adrenaline crash. She'd been attacked. Someone had actually tried to kill her. Han's hand reached out, touched her arm gently. She pulled away. "Don't. You saved my life again." "I saved myself. You were just nearby." But even as she said it, Cindy knew it wasn't true. The fake nurse could have waited, caught Cindy alone in the hallway or parking garage. She'd come here because Han was the primary target and Cindy was convenient collateral damage. Or maybe Taewon wanted them both dead. "We need to talk," Cindy said aloud, then switched to sign language. "About what happens next?" Han nodded, his hands moving more steadily now that the naloxone had fully reversed the opioid poisoning. "You're scared." "I'm realistic. Someone just tried to kill me. This is bigger than I thought. You can still walk away." Han's expression was unreadable. "I wouldn't blame you." "Yes, you would." Cindy met his eyes. "And I'd blame myself. Marcus didn't get to walk away. Why should I?" "Because you're my daughter. Because I want you safe. You don't get to want things for me. You don't know me." The words came out harsher than intended, but Cindy didn't soften them. "We're partners in this. Business partners. Nothing more." Something flickered across Han's face, hurt, maybe, or acceptance. His hands moved slowly. "What do you need from me?" "Information. Everything about Taewon's operations. Who he works with, where he keeps his records, how he moves money." Cindy pulled out her phone. "And I need it now, before he sends someone more competent than that fake nurse. There's a lawyer, Kim Min-jun. He handles my legitimate businesses, but he knows about the others." Han's signs became urgent. "He has copies of everything. Documents, recordings, financial records. I kept them as insurance." "Where?" "His office. Downtown." "But Cindy," Han grabbed her hand before she could pull away. "Min-jun is loyal to me, not to you. He won't hand over anything without proof you're who you say you are. So tell him." "I can't." Han's grip tightened. "If Taewon finds out I contacted Min-jun after the poisoning, he'll know we're planning something. He'll destroy the evidence or kill Min-jun. Maybe both." Cindy's mind raced. "Then how do I convince him?" Han reached for the small drawer beside his hospital bed. Inside was a key, old brass, worn smooth. "This opens a safe deposit box. Bank of Seoul, main branch. Inside is a letter I wrote to you 5 years ago, when your mother first got sick." His hands trembled. "I never sent it. Couldn't. But it has things only Catherine would have told you. Details about how we met, her favorite song, the name she wanted to give you before she chose Cindy." "Min Seo," Cindy whispered. "Show Min-jun the letter. He'll know it's real. He'll help you." Cindy took the key, its weight somehow heavier than brass should be. "What if the bank won't let me access it? I'm not legally your family." "You are." Han's hands were fierce now. "I had Catherine's name added to the box authorization 26 years ago. And yours as her daughter. I always hoped," he stopped, his expression crumbling. "I always hoped you'd come looking someday. I wasn't looking. I was saving your life." But Cindy's voice cracked. "This doesn't change anything between us." "I know." "Good." She pocketed the key. "I'll go tomorrow morning. Early, before Taewon realizes what I'm doing. Take someone with you. Security. And announce to everyone that I'm doing something important?" "No." Cindy stood. "I'll be careful." "Cindy." "Dr. Barrett." She corrected automatically. Han's smile was sad. "Dr. Barrett. Your mother used to correct me like that too, when she thought I was being too familiar, too presumptuous." His hand slowed. She was right. I didn't deserve familiarity then either. Cindy's throat tightened. She refused to feel sympathy for this man. Refused. "Get some rest," she said, her voice clinical. "I'm ordering blood work every 4 hours to monitor for any remaining toxins. The nurses, the real nurses, will be in to check your vitals. And you, I'll be here. Someone has to make sure you live long enough to pay for what you've done." She meant it as a threat, but Han's expression softened into something that looked almost like gratitude. "Thank you," he signed. "Don't thank me. I'm doing this for Marcus. Remember that." But as Cindy settled into the chair beside his bed, watching security check every person who approached the ICU, she wondered who she was trying to convince, Han or herself. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. The message was in Korean. "You should have let him die. Now you die too." Cindy deleted it without responding. Let them try. She had a key, a letter, and a brother's ghost demanding justice. Taewon had no idea what he'd started. Like and subscribe to see Cindy navigate Seoul's underworld and discover secrets her mother took to the grave. This is just the beginning. The Bank of Seoul opened at 9. Cindy arrived at 8:30. She'd left the hospital before dawn, telling security she needed fresh clothes from her apartment. Half-truth. She did need clothes. The ones from yesterday still had Han's blood on the collar. But the deeder to the bank was her real mission. The lobby was marble and glass, all clean lines and corporate sterility. Cindy approached the customer service desk, where a young woman greeted her with a practiced smile. "I need to access a safe deposit box," Cindy said in Korean. The woman's smile faltered slightly. Foreigners usually spoke English, expected translation. But she recovered smoothly. "Of course. Do you have your key and identification?" Cindy placed both on the counter. Her hand stayed on the key, reluctant to let it go even for verification. The woman typed something into her computer. Frowned. Typed again. "Is there a problem?" Cindy asked. "No, just one moment, please." The woman picked up a phone, spoke quietly to someone. Hung up. "A manager will be with you shortly. Please have a seat." Every instinct screamed danger. Cindy glanced toward the exit, 30 feet, maybe 10 seconds if she ran. But running would confirm she had something to hide. "I'm in a hurry," Cindy said. "I have patients waiting." "I understand. This won't take long." 5 minutes passed. Then 10. Other customers came and went. Cindy's leg bounced with nervous energy. She checked her phone. 2 missed calls from the hospital. 1 text from an unknown number. "We're watching." The manager finally appeared. Mid-50s, expensive suit, expression carefully neutral. "Dr. Barrett? I'm Manager Cho. Please come with me." He led her to a private room, windowless, soundproof probably. The kind of room where difficult conversations happened. "Am I being detained?" Cindy asked, remaining standing even as Manager Cho sat. "Not at all. But the account you're trying to access has certain complications." "What complications?" Manager Cho folded his hands. "The primary account holder placed restrictions on access 5 years ago. Only specific individuals can retrieve the contents. We need to verify your identity matches our records. You have my passport. We have Dr. Cindy Barrett's passport. We need to confirm you are the Cindy Barrett authorized by Han Jae-sung." His expression softened slightly. "I apologize for the inconvenience, but Mr. Han was very particular about security." Cindy's mind raced. This could be legitimate protocol, or Taewon could have people inside the bank, stalling her while he sent another assassin. "What do you need?" she asked. "Your mother's name. Full name, including maiden name." "Catherine Marie Barrett. Maiden name Wilson." Manager Cho checked something on a tablet. Nodded. "Date of birth." Cindy provided it. Then her own birth date, the city where she was born, her mother's death date. Each answer seemed to satisfy Manager Cho, but his expression remained cautious. "One final question, Dr. Barrett. What was your mother's favorite song?" Cindy froze. Han had mentioned this. Said the letter contained details only Catherine would have told her. But Catherine had never talked about favorite songs. She'd hummed while cooking, sang old gospel hymns on Sundays, but a favorite? Then Cindy remembered. Late night, her mother in the hospital, morphine making her nostalgic and talkative. She'd asked Cindy to play something on her phone. What was it? "Moon River," Cindy said quietly. She said it reminded her of someone she used to know. Manager Cho's careful neutrality cracked. He smiled, genuine warmth breaking through professional distance. "Your mother played that song for Mr. Han the night they met. He told me once it was the most beautiful thing he'd ever heard." Manager Cho stood. "Come with me, Dr. Barrett. Your safe deposit box is waiting." The vault was climate-controlled, silent except for the hum of ventilation. Manager Cho used Cindy's key plus a master key to open box 247. "I'll give you privacy," he said, stepping back. "Take all the time you need." Cindy waited until he left before opening the box. Inside was a single envelope. Thick paper, expensive. Her name written in careful Korean characters. Min Seo Barrett. Her hands shook as she opened it. "My daughter." I'm writing this knowing you'll probably never read it. Your mother made me promise to stay away, and I've kept that promise for 26 years. But cancer has a way of making a man confront his failures. If you're reading this, something has gone wrong. Maybe I'm dead. Maybe I'm dying worse than expected. Maybe your mother told you about me before she passed, and you came looking for answers. I don't deserve your forgiveness. I built an empire on violence and fear. I told myself it was necessary, that I was protecting my territory, my people. The truth is simpler and uglier. I was good at hurting people, and it made me rich. Your mother saw through all of it. She was working as a translator at a business dinner. Legitimate business, before you ask. I saw her sign something to a deaf colleague, and I was lost. My mother had been deaf. Died when I was young. Catherine's hands moved like my mother's hands, and I fell in love with a memory. She didn't love me. Not at first. Maybe not ever, the way I loved her. But we had 6 months before she figured out what I really was. By then, you were already growing inside her. She gave me a choice. Leave the criminal world or never see either of you again. I chose wrong. I told myself the empire was too big to abandon, that I had responsibilities, that I could keep you both safe from a distance. All lies. The truth was I was a coward. I couldn't walk away from power. Your mother took you to America. I sent money. She never cashed the checks. I hired private investigators to watch over you. She caught them and threatened restraining orders. So I watched from further away. Newspaper clippings of your school achievements. Social media posts your friends tag you in. Graduation photos. I know about Marcus. I know you blame me. You should. His death is on my hands even if I didn't order it. My organization, my nephew, my failure to control what I built. If you're reading this, you've met me. Maybe I'm dying. Maybe I'm already dead. Either way, I need you to know, everything legitimate I own is yours. The criminal operations end with me. I've left evidence with my lawyer Kim Min-jun. Everything Taewon has done, everyone he's hurt. Use it. Destroy him. Burn it all down. But Cindy, Min Seo, please don't become what I became. Your mother raised you better. She raised you to heal, not hurt. Don't let my blood poison that. I love you. I have no right to say it, but it's true. I've loved you every day of your life from a distance that kept you safe from what I am. Your father, Han Jae-sung. P.S. Your mother wanted to name you Min Seo. Beautiful and honest. I loved it. She changed it to Cindy because she didn't want you carrying anything of Korea, anything of me. But to me, you were always Min Seo. My beautiful, honest daughter I never deserved. Cindy read it twice, then a third time. Tears blurred the words, but she forced herself to see them clearly. Her mother had loved someone, had been loved, had chosen Cindy over that love. And Han had let her go. The letter didn't absolve him, didn't erase Marcus's death or the decades of violence. But it complicated things, made him human instead of just a monster. Cindy hated that. She folded the letter carefully and left the vault. Manager Cho was waiting. Did you find what you needed? Yes. Thank you. Cindy paused. Has anyone else asked about this box recently? No. And they won't. Mr. Han's instructions were explicit. Only you or your mother. Anyone else who inquires, we're to deny the box exists and notify him immediately. He's in the hospital. ICU. If anyone asks about this box, you call me instead. Cindy handed him her card. And Manager Cho? Be careful. The people who might come asking are dangerous. His expression sobered. I understand. Your father made similar warnings years ago. He's not. Cindy stopped. What was the point? Just be careful. Outside the bank, Seoul's morning rush had begun. Thousands of people living normal lives, unaware of underground empires and family secrets. Cindy's phone rang. Unknown number again. She almost didn't answer. But something made her click accept. Dr. Barrett. Taewon's voice was smooth as poison. I hope you slept well. I know yesterday was eventful. What do you want? To talk. Business proposition. I think we got off on the wrong foot. You tried to have me killed. Misunderstanding. My uncle has many enemies. Security was overzealous. His tone never shifted, pleasant and reasonable. Meet me. 1 hour. The cafe across from your apartment. Just conversation. I'm not stupid enough to meet you alone. Bring security. Bring anyone you want. Public place, witnesses everywhere. He paused. Unless you're afraid? Cindy's grip tightened on her phone. I'll be there. Excellent. Oh, and Dr. Barrett? Wear something nice. First impressions matter. He hung up. Cindy stared at her phone. Meeting Taewon was probably the worst idea she'd had since saving Han's life. But she needed to look him in the eye. Needed him to see she wasn't afraid. Even if that was a complete lie. Stay tuned for part 3.